Hey guys!
Hey! What up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up with the what's up?
What's up? Okay, let's stop. Alright, let's stop playing.
Okay. So I'm Sanaya.
And I'm Lydia. We're sisters. Cause we are sisters. We stick together. Alright.
For real.
So, we're not actually biologically sisters.
So today, for our first video ever, we're gonna talk about how we actually became sisters.
So yeah. So basically, we're like foster sister. I'm a foster kid, and she like I don't look at her as like my foster sister. I know they be like blood is thick in the water, but right now it don't really matter. It's not about blood. It's just about the bond.
The bond.
The bond, okay? The bond. So how we met was we went to school together. We went to school. Should we tell them what school we went to?
No, don't tell them
We went to school together. We started freshman year together. We had the same advisory, but we never really talked to each other.
We never talked to each other,
We
like,
did,
ever.
like, we had classes together, but we never talked to each other.
Cause you was mean. She was mean.
I was quiet.
She
not
was
mean.
mean.
I was quiet, and I was also mean. I ain't talking.
And she thought that I was mean.
Y'all
know how that go. Y'all know how that go.
Yeah, so I was like, when I first started, I was like, she's not gonna like me. So I was just basically assuming, making assumptions.
Like most girls do.
Shut up! You did the same thing. So
Nobody liked me freshman.
nobody liked me either. I ain't had no friends. So
everybody was fake, yo.
like we was walking. We had same classes, but we all was walking past each other. So, but what made us sisters is I'm gonna start off. We went to this program called View. This is like
You skipping stuff.
okay, go ahead.
Alright, so we had this project. First, we had a lot of classes together. We had like advisory together in the morning. We had Spanish together. I think we had gym and health together. We had a lot of classes together. And Lydia, she really would never talk to me. And one day, it was at the end of the year in June when we had to do that project for Mr. Goldstein.
Okay.
And we had to like put a little shoebox together, and like on the outside we put pictures of like we just basically put stuff that like
I got it right here.
We put stuff that describe like ourselves, like things that were obvious to other people about ourselves on the outside of the box. And in the inside, we put personal stuff, like things that nobody knew about and stuff like that. So I remember I went over to her because I knew we was going to have health class together. So I went over to her in advisory and I asked her what was in her box. And she told me that she didn't want to tell me. But I forgot. But I made you, like, I got you to tell me. I think I told you what was in my box. And then you was like, she had shown me what was in her box. And, like, literally after that, like, we walked to class together. And we literally, like, talked that whole entire day.
We had a bomb behind conversation.
Yes, like.
We had
and I
so
was
much
like,
in common, and I was like,
why didn't I talk to you sooner?
where was you at?
Are you coming back next year?
Right. We went home. We also got on the trolley together.
Yeah.
We was talking on the trolley. She basically walked me home, and she went home. But then we started talking afterwards. We started texting each other. Then that's when View comes along, right? You want to go on the View together?
Did View come first?
No, View came afterwards. Cause that
No,
was like the end of the
we went
school
to the
year.
beach. That was after View.
Oh no, that was after this little story you just told. We went to the beach first, then we went to View.
We took a trip to the beach. It was bomb.
She invited me. Yo, it was lit. Her mom was like, I like you for my daughter. She always had this fake friend.
My mom said all my friends was fake.
She was like, I feel like you're gonna be my daughter's real friend. I like your vibe. She really had fake friends. Like
Some of my friends wasn't fake.
They wasn't fake, but they wasn't at her state. Like she just wasn't matching her vibe. And I was like, why are you friends with these people? But yeah, we went to the beach. We had a lit time.
Her show was like.
No, I hate when people do that. Why you laughing?
answer to the question right there.
What?
Remember when the show was over here? Sad.
Let's stop talking about people.
Okay.
So yeah, we went to the beach or whatever, and I came too. And y'all, afterwards, you did my hair. You did my hair. Afterwards,
yeah, I did her hair. It was bomb.
Yeah, I liked it. I
peanut butter.
Like she used peanut butter for my hair, and they had my hair looking like.
You feel the vibe. It's contagious.
Hey. So yeah. By the way, my hair is cut, and her hair is cut too. But she got.
We both cut our hair.
I don't know why she cut this.
We gonna insert clips, maybe pictures. I don't know.
You gonna see it. We kind of like models. We be taking pictures. We swear up and down we models, but people be calling us models.
I'll be like,
"What's up?" Get the position ready, and get the melanin popping. You feel me? So yeah. Afterwards, we actually went to this program that I was talking about earlier. View. It's called View. It's a program for all girls. So we both got accepted to the program, and we ended up going together because I ain't had nobody to take me. So her mom ended up taking me, and when we got to View, that's when we really got to know each other. Like, we really got like, oh my God, I love you.
no, I love you too.
So we didn't have the same dorm. She had her own room, and I was sharing it with this other girl. But this girl was never in the room with me. So I was like,
come up here.
Yeah, since you're in the room by yourself and you don't want to be in the room by yourself, and this girl never in her room.
Like,
so,
I would literally be naked after I got out the shower, and it's no curtains on the windows, so I thought it was people looking at me through my window.
So I was like, yeah, come to my room. And I had this cookie. Oh my God, that cookie! my dad, like he bought me cookies, and I brought cookies, and we will always be watching the movie. Our favorite movie was Moana.
Yes.
We was always watching the movie, and she would be eating my cookies, and we both would just tear it up. Every time she would walk out and go before we go to class and stuff like that, she would take like 5. I would look at her like. But we still had some left. I ended up throwing it away.
Cookies were so good.
They was good. They was like vanilla, something like that. You get it from ShopRite. I still remember you get it from ShopRite. So we got them cookies, but one day, I ended up telling her like one deep story, and deep story, and I never told nobody before. This thing basically summarize my personality towards her, why I acted the way I acted as a teenager. So, but when I told her, this kind of like relieved me a little bit, and she was like, the more you talk about it, the more confident and comfortable you will become. You gotta keep talking about it, and you will relieve yourself. You can't hold it in, because you're gonna end up like not living your best life or enjoying life or being the best version of yourself. So, but we got this assignment. What was this class called?
I forgot, but basically it was a class where like you just went in there and you talked. Like, it helped us become closer with the rest of the girls we were in the program with. And our last assignment was to talk about something that happened in your life that impacted who you became.
And that changed it. So I was basically debating, should I tell the story that I told her, or just tell another random story. And the night before we was actually going to leave the program, I was really debating. I was like, no, I'm not telling the story, because first, basically, my uncle/dad didn't want me to tell the story because he thought there would be a lot of consequences afterwards. But okay, so I basically changed my mind. It was like, I'm not telling that story, and I'm gonna tell another random story. But it's awkward. God worked in a lot of miraculous ways. Okay. And he do. So I got up there, and it was my turn to tell my story or whatever. I had this random story that I'm talking about in front of me, but I ended up telling the story that I told her. The room,
when I tell you, it was like one of those moments. It was a
I was crying the whole time. People got emotional. I couldn't stop. The lady was like, you can stop now.
She was like, you don't have to say anymore. You don't have to say anymore.
I continued telling the story, and I continued crying or whatever. And she had to take me out the room.
Alright, I'm alright.
You cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the lady, so the lady ended up taking me out the room, and she took me to the man, basically the person that's in the control of the program, and I had to tell them everything, and they were calling DHS. And long story short,
No, we're not making no long story shorts.
anyways, okay, I'm gonna go backward a little bit. So since they called DHS got involved basically in my life, and they wanted, like, I couldn't live with my uncle/dad anymore. They wanted me to leave where I was living, and they didn't want me to be in the same environment that I was at. So I had to find somewhere to live as soon as possible. So I ended up living with one of my teachers from middle school. She was like, I used to call her mom. My teacher was like, I used to call her mom. She was really there for me. So I ended up living with one of them. But later on, they was gonna go traveling. So I had to find somewhere else to live. So this is when she came along. I texted her. I was like, you remember the story I told in View? There's a lot going on. I gotta find somewhere to live.
I remember that day.
That day was the day of my birth. It was the day after my birthday. Like, everything happened on my birthday, but I had to find somewhere to live after my birthday. It was so.
And when I got that text, I was literally at work. Like, I was working at this camp in North Philly, and those kids were terrible. But I would just remember, like, something just told me to check my phone, and when I checked my phone, like, I had messages, and I didn't know how to help, but I knew that I wanted to help. And it's like, I just knew that I had to help. Like, I just couldn't. I had to. I don't know. That was God. God knew that this was meant to happen.
So yeah, and afterwards I kept texting her, but I ended up at this place, and they was telling me that these people are gonna come. You're gonna go live with this person. But that same day, people, like, they was basically investing in my case, quote unquote case, and they was asking me this question, and it made me very emotional. Like, I couldn't control everything that was going on. Like, I was just like done with everything. But they ended up taking me to this place they was talking about, and I didn't know it was her house. I didn't know I was coming to live with this girl right here. I walked outside and I was like, yo, this is Tania's house. What are we doing here? And the lady was like, isn't this the girl that you call? They wanted to take you in or this and that. I was like, yo, what is going on? Because I thought she was pranking me a little bit for a minute. So I walked in the house. I see her. She was all Joe and hype to see me. She came down and gave me a big hug with a big behind smile on her face. I was happy and worried at the same time.
Those first couple of weeks were kind of hard.
She was so mean to me when I first came here.
I didn't mean to be mean. Like, alright, listen, no.
She didn't like me or anything. Like, no, go ahead.
No, that is not it. It just was, it was a change for everybody. Like I knew that I wanted to help, and I knew that I wanted to get involved. I just didn't know how I wanted to get involved. So when she was like, you know, can you ask your mom if it's okay if I come stay with y'all? Like, I was like, yes, sure, like, of course. And when I asked my mom and she said, yeah, I was like, okay, cool. Like, this thing is gonna happen. Like, we putting plans into motion. So when she finally came, like, we had to share my room. Mind you, I had this small behind twin size bed, okay? It was a twin size bed. Imagine sharing a twin size bed with somebody who is as big as you. Do y'all see how big we are? We is big, okay? We is big. Lydia, we is big. I shared my twin size bed with her, and she would snore every She was I would never be able to get any sleep.
Why you lying like that?
I would wake up because you will always fall asleep before me, and it's hard. How am I supposed to fall asleep when it's?
No, I don't snore like that though. I snore like loudly. I snore a little bit. Do I snore like loudly?
Yes, sometimes you did.
Sometimes.
Now, imagine having to get up at 6:30.
Okay, y'all better not start judging me because I snore. Okay,
let me tell you.
Don't do that.
Let me tell
okay, I snore. She snore too.
I do not snore.
She's lying.
No, I don't.
She snoring. She snoring.
No, you is lying.
She snoring.
You is lying. Imagine having to wake up at 6 o'clock every morning, and you didn't even barely get any sleep because you sleeping with somebody that's snoring, and y'all trying to be stuffed up like 2 honey buns in the oven in this twin size bed. So
let me tell y'all something.
So we will wake up early in the morning, and she will be taking a half an hour in the bathroom.
My socks on?
She would because I got them on. Dang good. So we.
Go ahead.
And she would be taking a half an hour in the bathroom every morning because she wanted to take a shower and do all this extra fancy stuff. And I'm just like, I gotta use the bathroom too. Okay.
Don't say hour. I didn't tell you. It was like 30 minutes.
I said half an hour.
Okay.
Half an hour.
Don't be yelling at me. Okay. You are.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead.
No, I didn't. And then who is? Who is it?
Bye.
And it just was like, I don't know. It was
Shay, I'm gonna throw this in your face. Come in.
She is shouting. Yo, so
Stop playing.
Yeah, like it would just be little stuff like that really like it just was an adjustment type of thing.
Can you get out?
I don't know what made us like what made that stop.
Mom finally gave me this room.
Oh yeah, so like we got closer because we always had an empty room like in the house, and when she first came to live with us, like I didn't understand why she didn't get the empty room in the first place, but
you know why?
It was because this room was like a quote unquote closet. No, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, it was a closet.
They had their stuff in here. Mm-hmm. And so when they finally like got their stuff out of the room, and it was room for her to come in here,
I came home.
Finally moved out of the room.
I got my room. I came home.
No, shut up. No,
you're not gonna tell me to shut up because I didn't tell you to shut up.
No,
so
that's not how it happened.
And my mom was like, "Come here." So I came or whatever. I used to call my mom Miss Donisha.
Miss Donnie.
Miss Donnie. Now I call her mom. She's a wonderful woman. So she was like, "Come here or whatever," and I came, and she showed me the room. And she was like, "This is your room now." I was looking at her like, "This is really my room." Yo, I was hyped to get away from her. Okay. And I know she was hyped to get away from me too.
Yes, I sure was.
And tell me why though. When I got this room, that same night, she wanted to come in my room and stay in the room with me, but she wanted me to get out.
Yes, I sure did.
She is bipolar.
No, I'm not.
She's bipolar.
It's imagine coming home with somebody, going to school with somebody, sleeping with somebody in the same bed, going to the same school, having some of the same classes. You see the person 24/7.
I got tired of her.
Yes, I got tired of her too.
Okay, so we can relate.
So I was like, like she gotta
I said the same thing. I was like, I was ready.
And it's like once we got our separate rooms, that's when we became like
real
close. Like we didn't have no issues.
All we needed was space, a little space.
We needed a little bit of space, and now you can't tear us away from each other.
We really like this. If somebody got a problem with this, you got a problem with me too. If you got a problem with me, you got a problem with her.
If you run into the wall and break it, go ahead.
Well, nobody makes Safi do nothing.
Nobody told me to come in here and start messing up.
No.
Y'all yelling at me like I did something.
Cause why you coming in here, Safi not?
So yeah.
Yup.
So now we like. I call her. She kind of older than me with the same age at the moment, but her birthday is before mine. I call her Big Sis. I don't even think she deserved that title. It's like no, she.
One more thing, y'all hype like I won't beat y'all up.
Wait, what's up? Come back.
What's up? my big sister, and I'm the little sister. And we got little brothers, my little broskies.
Is that the end of this video?
Is it? But yeah, y'all gonna see more of us, lady.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And
What?
subscribe.
You said something else.
Subscribe. And make sure we're pretty new to this, so bear with us.
People was telling us to do it because they was like, y'all should really do a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We kind of like, people just love us.
And be mindful that this is our first video. This is a new journey for the both of us. And so, I don't know. Leave us some suggestions on what types of videos y'all would want to see or what kind of topics we should cover because, you know, we can get into some real deep stuff in this channel.
By the way,
fun in this what?
Her ethnicity. I'm African. The West Side. And what are you? African American. So, sometimes y'all might see me. If I ever get mad, I might probably curse in African. So, y'all might not understand what I'm saying. That feel good? That feel good? She's a mess. We're both a mess. But
Yeah,
let's tell you, she's the most pettiest person.
I am not petty.
Did you just lie like that?
I'm not petty. She is lying.
Ask anybody. She's the most. She take the littlest thing to the next level. If you get on her nerves, yo, she would do anything. Like, she is so petty. It gets on my nerves. So bad. She is petty. She's the most pettiest person I know.
I'm not petty.
Stop lying. Liar. She's petty. So, yeah, that's Lydia and Sanaya.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave suggestions down in the comments. And, yeah.
We gotta make a handshake for y'all when we start our video, so that's what we're gonna do.